Doctor, what shall we do? Where is he wounded, Doctor?
Who's the doctor? Be the doctor.
A fiddlestick's end, no more wounded than you or I. The man's had a stroke.
Where's Black Dog?
Oh, and the doctor also. There is no black dog, except what you have on your own back. You've been drinking rum, man, and you've had a stroke. Now listen to me. 1 glass of rum a day won't kill you, but if you take one, you'll have to take another, and you'll die. Die and go down to your own place, like a man in the Bible, and the world will be rid of a very dirty scoundrel. Do you understand that? The name of rum for you is death.
About noon the next day, I stopped at the captain's door with some medicines.
Who is it?
It's me, Jim.
Come in, Jim, come in.
He was lying very much as we had left him.
Jim, you're the only one here that's worth anything. You know I've always been good to you. Never a month, but I've given you silver 4 penny for yourself. Now, you see, mate, I'm pretty low, and deserted by all. Jim, you'll bring me a noggin of rum, won't you, matey?
But the doctor said...
Doctors is all swabs. If I don't have a drain of rum, Jim, I'll have the horrors. I seen some of them already. See old Flint in the corner there, behind you, as a plain as a print. I seen him, Jim. I'll give you a golden guinea for a noggin.
When I brought it to him, he seized it greedily and drank out of it.
Aye, that's some better. Sure enough now, matey. Did that doctor say how long I was to lie here in the old berth?
Why, a week at least.
Thunder. A week. I can't do that. They'd have the black spot on me by then. The lubbers is going. About getting the wind off me in blessed moment. Lubbers as couldn't keep what they got and want to nail what another's. It's in the old sea chest, Jim. The thing they're after. They'll tip me the black spot. I know it. I was the first mate, I was. Old Flint's first mate. And I'm the only one as knows the place that he buried it. He gave it to me at Savannah when he lay dying.
That's the end of our part.
Oh, he's gonna die.
What's that black spot, Captain?
A summons from old Flint's crew. A summons, and them as gets it, Jim, is lucky when they're dead.
So, a week went by, and then, about 3 o'clock of a bitter, foggy, frosty afternoon,
I saw someone drawing slowly nearby along the road. He was plainly blind, for he tapped before him with a stick, and he wore a great green shade over his eyes and nose, and he was hunched, as if with age or weakness, and wore a huge old tattered sea cloak with a hood.
Kind Christian friends, take pity on a poor blind mariner who has lost the precious sight of his eyes in the gracious defense of his native country, England, and God bless King George, where or in what part of this country he may now be.
You are at the Admiral Benbow Inn, sir.
Oh,
Black Hill Cove?
I hear a voice, a young voice. It's here, where I miss me dead lights. Will you give me your hand, my kind young friend, and lead me into the captain? I held out
I held out my hand, and the horrible, soft-spoken, eyeless creature gripped it in a moment like a vise.
Now, boy, take me into the captain.
Sir, upon my word, I dare not.
You heard me. Take me in straight. Will you take me into the captain?
Yes, sir.
Good. And when I'm in view, say to him, here's a friend for you, Bill Bones. If you don't, I'll twist your arm right out your body. Do you hear?
Yes, sir.
Stash your platter, damn you. Now forward march.
Here's a friend for you, Bill Bones. Now, Bill, say where you are. Business is business. Hold out your left hand. Bill, boy, take his left hand by the wrist and bring it near to my right. Here's a little bit of paper for you, Bill Bones. Now that's done. I'll be going. Goodbye, Bill.
Jim,
Yes, Captain.
what time is it, Jim?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock? 10 o'clock. 6 hours. We'll dead him yet. Pew and Black Dog and Long John Silver. The whole crew of them. Well,
Captain? Captain! The captain was dead. And there we were, my mother and I, a woman and a boy of 14, alone at night in the house with the dead captain's body on the parlor floor.
He owes us money, he does. A whole year, and never a penny from him. And me, a poor widow.
But mother, if Black Dog comes by, or the blind man...
Oh, Black Dog fiddlesticks. If there's something in that old chest of his upstairs, then it's rightfully mine. We'll have that chest open if we die for it.
Mother...
Close the blinds, Jim. We don't want anyone watching us from the outside. We have to get the key off him.
Look, mother, look!
On the floor, close to the dead man's hand, there was a little round paper, blackened on one side.
The black spot!
I took it up and found that
You'll have till 10 tonight. 4 hours.
Now, Jim, find that key.
I felt it in his pockets, one after another.
Perhaps it's round his neck. Tear open his shirt.
there, sure enough, hanging on a bit of terry string, we found the key. Then my mother got a candle in the bar, and holding each other's hands, we went upstairs to his room.
Give me the key, Jim. Now then. Nothing in here. Not a thing of value. Not a penny.
Mother, look!
There before us lay the last things in the chest. A bundle, tied up in oilcloth, looking like papers in a canvas bag that gave forth a touch of the jingle of gold.
Do you see, Jim? I knew we'd find it. But I'll show these rogues that I'm an honest woman. I'll have me do, and not a farthing over. Here, Jim, hold this bag.
The coins were of all countries and sizes, doubloons and louis d'or, and guinea and pieces of 8.
Mother!
What is it, Jim?
Mother, listen. Come, Mother. Mother, take the whole, and let's be gone.
No, I'll have me do, Jim, and no more.
But Mother, you heard him. That was the blind man.
I know what I'm doing. I know my rights.
But Mother, you don't.
Dear, I'll take what I have.
And I'll take these papers. Quick, Mother, quick! Take my hand.
Next moment, we had opened the door, and were in full retreat toward the village.
Look, Jim, over the hill. There they come.
Run, Mother! Mother, run!
Oh, Jim, I'm going to faint. Oh, Jim, take the money and go on.
Mother! Mother!
She had fainted. I managed somehow to drag her down the bank to the shadow of the ditch. A moment later, the house was surrounded.
Bones! Bill Bones, will you answer me? Down with the door, then. In, ye lovers. Loot the house and find it.
Bill's dead. Hey, Paul, Bill's dead.
Search him, ye shirking lubbers. And the rest of ye, aloft and get the chest.
It was a good thing my mother had fainted, or she would have had to watch me while our poor house was pulled apart and smashed. Whatever it was they were after, they did not find it.
Will, is he there?
I'm so confused. The money's there. Jim? What is it, Jim? What are they after?
The map, Mother. Flint's map.
Hey, Pew, that's the signal. Scatter me, lads.
Hold on, ye sneaks. It's in the house, you know it is. Shiver me soul if I had on my eyes.
The signal, Pew, the signal.
Ye dogs, ye had your hands on hundreds, on thousands. Are ye giving up now? Ye'd be as rich as kings if ye could find it. Ye know it's in there. Ye stand, ye shulkin'. There wasn't one of ye dared face Bill, and I did it, a blind man. And I to lose me chance for ye. I'm to be poor crawling beggar, sponging for 'em, when I might be rolling in a coach if ye had the pluck of a weevil in a sea biscuit among a lot of ye.
Get out! Scatter me, lads! Get out!
Johnny, black dog, don't leave old Pew, don't.
Ow!
When they picked him up, where he lay on the road on his side, Pew was stone dead. The horsemen, as it turned out, were revenue officers of some news of a strange lugger in Kit's Hole, and they set forth that night in our direction. They took my mother to a neighbor's house.
Sergeant. Well, Hawkins, they got the money, you say. Well, what in fortune were they after? More money, I suppose.
No, Sergeant, not money, I think. In fact, sir, I believe I have the thing in my breast pocket. To tell you the truth, I should like to put it in safety.
To be sure, boy, quite right. I'll take it.
I thought perhaps Dr. Livesey.
What? Oh, yes, Dr. Livesey. Perfectly right, perfectly right. A gentleman and a magistrate. Dogger? Yes, sir? You have a good horse? Take this lad up behind you. Yes, sir.
We rode hard all day. We rode hard all the way till we came to Dr. Livesey's door.
Dr. Livesey, the doctor's stepping tonight at the Squire's.
The squire? So here we go, boy.
We'd arrived at the Squire's. He rose to meet us, very stately and condescending.
Come in, gentlemen.
Good evening, Squire. Good evening, Dr. Livesey.
Good evening to you, friend Jim. What good wind brings you here?
Then the officer stood up straight and stiff and told his story.
Sergeant, you're a very noble fellow, and this lad Hawkins is a trump. I perceive. Hawkins, ring that bell. The sergeant must have some ale.
And so, Jim, you have the thing that they were after, have you?
Here it is, sir.
You've heard of this Captain Flint, I suppose, Squire?